Have you ever felt like your mind was running at an alarming pace and your anxiety and stress levels were over the roof? You are not alone. Worry is widespread in the modern world. You should prepare yourself because the strategy we will reveal will blow your mind. Anxiety is a widespread mental health problem that affects 6 to 18% of individuals worldwide. It causes nervousness, tension, and anxiety, as well as bodily symptoms such as perspiration, dizziness, and muscular strain. Biological variables, heredity, coping methods, stress, and future worries may all contribute to anxiety. It is not always necessary for a particular reason to come true, since the mind may feel worried even when there is no obvious source of anxiety. Remember that you are not alone in your struggle with anxiety. Number 5. Connecting with the breath. Bringing focus to our breath or body is a strong strategy for anchoring us in the present moment, especially during worry. We distract our attention from focusing on previous experiences or future concerns by concentrating on the here and now. This change in focus allows us to view our events with a calmer perspective instead of being absorbed in the substance of our thoughts. When we focus on the breath or the body, we allow our thoughts to slow down and acquire clarity. Mindfulness techniques help us build a space that will enable us to become less reactive to the ideas that occur. This is why mindfulness is so good at reducing anxiety. First, focus your attention on the movement of each breath as it enters and exits your body. Observe your inhales and exhales and use them as an anchor to keep you in the present moment. Take note of any feelings that occur and allow your breath to bring you back to the present now. Be aware of everything going on around you, including the weight of your body, the temperature of the room, and any noises. Connect with all of these aspects right now. Please take a minute to notice how it feels to rest your thoughts now. Number 4. The mind-body connection. The mind-body link becomes apparent during worry and dread. Fearful thoughts activate the sympathetic nervous system, triggering the fight or flight reaction and releasing chemicals that cause us to feel anxious, emotionally, and physically uncomfortable. Mindfulness assists us in breaking the cycle. We anchor ourselves in the present by concentrating on the breath and the body, observing emotions and ideas, and recognizing their bodily expressions. Keeping body feelings such as tension, knots, perspiration, or heart palpitations expands our knowledge of our interrelated being and provides a direct method to addressing anxiety. Number 3. Thoughts and action. Our tendency to forecast disasters and jump to worst-case scenarios comes from our need to control the unknown, which is impossible. Even though our darkest worries are unlikely to come true, we often entertain concepts of disgrace, rejection, and failure, which drive anxiety. However, if we take a moment to notice these ideas and see them for what they are, just thoughts with no intrinsic power, they'd lose their hold on us. Imagine resting on the grass and studying clouds with peaceful detachment, noting their forms and proportions. Similarly, we want to be able to watch our ideas and accept them without immediate responses. When we sense our thoughts straying, we gently and gradually draw them back. We approach thoughts similarly, whether joyful or worrisome, not getting caught up in the underlying emotions. We watch it emerge and let it pass like a cloud in the sky. Then we return our attention to the breath, creating moment-to-moment mindfulness. We come to identify the link between our worry and our thoughts as a result of this exercise. We reduce the power of ideas that send us into anxious states by seeing them as tales rather than facts. Each picture is a story we make ourselves, frequently less terrible than anticipated. We interrupt the flow of worry, which feeds on negative future predictions, by allowing ideas to occur and noticing them without reacting. Meditation may help us acquire the capacity to see and separate from our thoughts. Number 2. Noting. We tend to believe and get taken away by our ideas, no matter how exaggerated or improbable. Mindfulness assists us in grounding ourselves and seeing that anxious thoughts are only future projections. It takes work to change our response to ideas. We watch our thoughts repeatedly without being trapped in their magnetic attraction. Thoughts are acknowledged without identification. If an anxious thought occurs, we recognize its existence and let it go. The same is true for happiness or any other feeling. We make room for our ideas by employing the noticing approach, enabling them to exist without opposition. We have a new connection with our thoughts, being present without getting lost or immobilized. We treat all emotions with the same respect, accepting and letting whatever emerges. Number 1. Pausing. Pausing is an effective anxiety reduction technique. Though difficult, practicing mindfulness helps us to respond to worry more calmly and alter our emotions. We can stop and watch our experience without judgment or attachment if we see the space between fear and reaction. Returning to the breath after noticing ideas or feelings aids in developing this pause. Taking deep breaths offers room for us to view our mental and physical states objectively when anxiety occurs. This point of view helps us to challenge the accuracy of our ideas and de-escalate tension, resulting in clarity and relaxation. Choose the self-soothing and grounding strategy that feels right for you. That's all the mindfulness magic we have for you today, guys. We hope these stress-relieving practices leave you feeling as light as an eagle. You should hurry up and test them out. But before you run, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for practicing mindfulness with us. Please go in peace. You guys are amazing, and we hope to see you again soon.